Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good morning and, for that matter, a great day. As you can see, I'm back for some more Vampire Survivors. Today, I'm going all out. I'm going all out. I'm gonna kill that bone mass, that bone pile, the skull pile in the bone zone. Now, I've tried twice now. Once on camera, when you guys saw, and then once off camera. When I tried to do it off camera, it didn't work very well. And I tried a Pugnala run with pretty good damage. Overall, I'd say it was a pretty good run, and it still wasn't enough. And that's making me really wonder, is there a mechanic that I'm not understanding? Is there certain gimmicks that I'm not understanding? Am I gonna have to run one of these stronger, more OP characters to try to even come close to even killing this thing? I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna have to do to kill this. And I have a good idea of what I want to try, but more or less, I wanted to give it a go on camera, let you guys see how my run goes, and if it goes well, this will become a video. If not, it might get the axe. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, you know what to do. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Well, guys, it's been a while since I started this recording. I've tried a nice solid, 4 or 5 times now. I need to just go all out. Killing the bone pile on this map, or the giant swarm of bones at the bottom of this map, is so hard. I wasn't expecting it to be so hard. I've tried out countless amounts of characters trying to even come remotely close to killing it, and I'm not even close. So it brings me to my first of the last resorts, Letta. If Letta doesn't work, I'm just gonna resort to using Red Death. I don't know what else I can do. I can't kill it. This combo, Letta with Magic Waltz, is an insane hellish combo. As you can see, I can just clear enemy after enemy on this map. But I still don't even feel like it's enough. Sure, Letta has one of the highest DPSs, I'd argue, out of any character, and has one of the highest wave clearing if you grab that one Arcana. But even then, I'm I still don't feel it. I still feel like I'm gonna struggle. So I'm gonna go for a Crimson Cloak run, if you don't know. A Crimson Cloak Infinite Corner run. Full maxed out. Hardest, I feel like this is the hardest challenge that I've ever done in any of these things. I don't know why, but killing that thing is so hard. Sure, this comes with the downside of I'm super slow, which, as you can see, is really slow. And I don't get as much gold from every gold piece. Oh no, I'm not very concerned about that, by the way. I honestly could care less. I just want to kill it. But killing it is easier said than done. Believe me, I'm well aware. It is going to be a bit of a hard fight, even now. If I can get up to what I need, maybe. I've used some of the stronger characters before. I've tried out winning with Pugnala. Didn't work well. I tried winning with Christina. Not well. I tried winning with Imadella. Not well. I tried winning with Galio and his, the other one. I forget Galio's counterpart, but the other You know, the one that starts with the Learnal. Also, not well. Devano or something like that. I think that's his name. Yeah, that didn't go well. The DPS just wasn't there. I can't kill it. I just don't have enough DPS without Infinite Coroner. But Infinite Coroner and Crimson Cloak require a lot of experience. And to have a lot of experience, that means you need to be able to kill a lot of things. And on a run, on most runs, I would argue that that's fine, right? Killing a bunch of stuff is like the whole goal. But getting that much XP, you need a pretty strong run to do that. And I feel like most of the characters in this game like can reach that point, but like they don't start at that point. And this map is also super unforgiving because it's a bonus stage. So I'm just gonna do an all-out run. Go for the highest DPS I possibly can. If I see Flame Wand again, I'm gonna just take it. I'm just gonna try my best to just max out my DPS, max it out to the point where I just can kill the thing. I also want to max out a lot of my survivability. I want to go Whip here, I want to go Infinite Corner, I want to go Magic Wand, and insert 6th weapon here. I don't really care about the 6th slot as much, so that's why I said I would use Fire Wand. I mean, Fire Wand's a pretty good weapon. There are plenty of other good weapons I could use. You know, Pentagram's really good for early levels. Rune Tracer's really good, especially when you get no futures, or no future with Crimson Cloak. Every hit equals more DPS. More DPS, just better. What am I gonna go here? I guess grab Infinite Tome, or Empty Tome. Empty Tome, it's gonna be very crucial here. More DPS. Spinach, more DPS. Anything that buffs my DPS or survivability is a yes. Like, practically immediately. I'm gonna want to definitely invest some time and effort into getting the double healing as well. Just so I can go infinite, you know, survivability and just dive on top of that giant bone pile and just tank it out. Because otherwise, I honestly don't think I can kill it. I've tried many times. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, you know? Like, maybe you have to be inside of it, which is my main issue that I'm running into. Because I've always tried attacking it from the outside where I couldn't even tell if it was taking damage. Or maybe it just has an astronomical amount of health and just scales really well with Curse. I don't know. Either way, I'm trying my best here. I am running a max Curse from the shop run, so that's probably not helping my case at all. I could probably tone that down a bit and it would help. But I don't really feel like that's a make or break. You know, that can help me out with experience as well, and if you don't know, this map is pretty starved for experience very early on. Which doesn't really appear to be the case when I'm playing Letta, like one of the most blatantly broken characters hands down in the game, period. But, of course, you know, that's Letta for you. I loved unlocking Letta. I think Letta is one of the better characters to unlock. The pink marshmallow is just so good. But, you know, he's just a big boy. He got the meatball. Meatball connected to him. Don't ask me what that is. I don't even want to know. But he's pretty cool. His slow speed is kind of a downside though. Like, especially when you want to pick up every item on the map. It kind of sucks. But like, not that bad. It's not that bad. Like, you can get over it pretty quickly, but if you have wings, it's like, you finally feel like you're a normal speed character with wings, opposed to other characters where you feel like, you know, you're way above everyone else. I definitely want to banish an item here, just so it doesn't appear as much. And that way my next few, you know, that way I'm not also wasting more rerolls. Because rerolls are valuable for Arcana. Pretty self-explanatory, I know. I don't think that there's a real Arcana that I want to focus on getting. If I had to say, like, of course Awake is going to be pretty good just in case I die. Double healing's really good because double healing makes it so I don't take damage at all, even with the Crimson Cloak, which I'd say is pretty good. Overall, most items I say are pretty good. Most Arcana are pretty good. I don't think any of them are like horribly horrible. I acknowledge that a lot of them on other characters are pretty bad, but Letta doesn't have a lot of downsides. You know, you just, when you pick Letta, you just want to win, which in this case I do. I'm not copping out at all. I honestly don't think I'm going to be able to kill this on other characters. I've tried many times. I just don't have the DPS and the time limit I need. Which I honestly don't know how you get that amount of DPS that quickly. I really just don't know. On even the strongest character, I am barely like keeping up with where I need to be at this point. It does help that I have, you know, high DPS. You know, being able to kill waves of enemies is a very crucial part of doing this. That's why I said Red Death could also probably do this very well. Because if all you really need is the ability to kill waves of enemies really quickly, which is a talent that some characters have and other characters don't. If you don't have that skill on that character, this challenge is literally, I don't even know if it's possible. But if you do have that skill, it's like whatever, right? Like it's nothing. Letta also just starts with an absolutely high amount of DPS. If you want to see, my might with Spinach 3 or Spinach 5 is 185, which is almost 200% damage, which is pretty good. Especially when you go Infinite Coronor and you have 200% damage on Infinite Coronor, one of the strongest items in the game, now double damaged. I'm going to say that's pretty good. Overall, this build has really come together. You can kind of get a gist of what I'm going for. None of the items are particularly standing out as being like not what I wanted. These are all the items that I wanted. It does have the downside of being, you know, I don't like playing Letta. I don't like doing breaking runs. I don't like when I have to do one of these like cop out it feeling, you know, like I can't do this on any other character. But I just honestly, I mean, it is such a useful item understanding how to unlock some of the secret characters in this game using the scroll. Because I don't want to have to look up on a wiki how to unlock every character in the game. That just doesn't sound very fun. But I also finding out a lot of these characters is very obscure and it's very like hard to find out. And it feels like on past characters, I have just looked it up on the wiki. I'll be brutally honest. Yeah, I just looked it up on the wiki and that's not that surprising. Some of these characters are extremely obscure. Like Letta, you need to run down Galio's tower for like ever. It took me so long to figure out how to unlock Letta, or even that Letta existed. I had to go on the wiki to figure out Letta even existed, because it was back before anyone had Letta unlocked, and I'm like, oh, Letta's a thing. I see. Because I heard of an alternative strategy to getting Red Death involving Letta, and I'm like, who's Letta? But it's just one of those, I don't like using strong characters, not because it isn't fun. Sometimes it is really fun doing these like, screw it, I just want to win runs, right? But I don't like doing it because it feels like, if you run nothing but the good stuff, it feels like all you're ever gonna run is the good stuff, right? Like, if all I'm running is the strongest characters with the strongest items, then, like, of course I'm gonna win every run. And sometimes that's not a bad thing, but sometimes I want a little bit of challenge in my runs. It's kind of hard to get both challenge and win every run. Like, I still want to do a 1-item run with the bracelet, which the bracelet's not a good item. After playing with it a bit more, I've realized how it's sort of mediocre. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not calling the bracelet bad. It is just sort of mediocre. It doesn't do as much as you need it to. And limit breaking the bracelet sounds very fun and cool, but also in the same right, I don't think that's gonna change it that drastically unless you have like a lot of cooldown reduction, a lot of DPS increases, like a lot of things to make it good. I honestly don't think it's gonna be that good. Even now. Of course there's a lot of benefits that the dragon has to having, you know, a maxed out bracelet, but who knows? All of my weapons are maxed out, which is really cool. It's been a while since that's been the case. Green Death is on my screen now, and if you don't know, this Green Death is fast. He is one fast boy. He runs super fast. If you don't have wings, I would not recommend even having him on the screen with you. And even then, I think he scales with your movement speed, which is absolutely scary. What weapon? Soul Eater, great item. Now I'll be able to actually get some healing from walking into enemies. Pretty good, you know. Everyone knows how useful it is. I want to definitely make my way over to the items on the map. Always go coin bag, even on Letta. Probably should have gone healing. A bit of a downside, whatever, you know. But I like gold. Gold's very useful. I don't think there's ever a point in time where I'm like, gold's a bad thing. Yeah, no. Gold's pretty good. An Arcana. Okay, I'm going for double healing here. Because Madgrove. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'll be brutally honest. I don't know if Madgrove was the best idea. Because I'm now going to have 4 of these dudes on me. And that's kind of bad. But also, yeah, no, I have no it's probably not good to have all 4 of these dudes on you. But my DPS is probably high enough that I can kill them. So that's pretty good. Because if you don't know, most of the time your DPS isn't high enough to kill these dudes. I'd argue most of the time, but yeah, sometimes it's like, oh, you're pleasantly surprised that you kill these dudes pretty quickly. I just feel like Letta's not gonna struggle too hard at killing these dudes. I don't know. Might be a bit difficult. Who knows? They're also not affected by CC, like slowdowns or anything, which kind of sucks. Because they're very fast. I don't know if it's just this map makes every ground enemy so fast, but like a lot of the enemies on this map are fast. Like I feel like a lot of the floatier enemies that are normally like slower that you can juke a lot easier are really fast on this map. I'm assuming it's just a property of the bone zone, but like sometimes it's like, wow. Like, I honestly get shocked at how fast they are. I'm trying to level up the good items of the two first. You know, level up the whip that boosts my stats and the ring that does the same. before leveling up the item that boosted my curse really high. Because curse is fine, right? Curse is more XP, and more XP equal more damage, you know, monkey brain happy. But also in the same right, it's very hard. Also, I don't know, I honestly don't know why more chests haven't appeared. I guess it just takes longer than I remember. I also know that chests are kind of sparse on this map if you don't have a lot of them. And I don't know if I want a lot of chests where one of my two like OP items aren't even in the running. I probably want to wait until those two items are even possibilities for the chest to evolve, just because that's very handy. Because being able to evolve both Crimson Cloak and Infinite Coronor would be nice. So let's see. Let's see. I'll probably try to save a chest if I get one. It feels like I'm getting awfully close to those dudes unnecessarily just so I can get XP. I didn't have to do that, but it just felt like I needed to. I don't know. Their damage, like my damage is insane, and these dudes are still really bulky. Maybe the curse is just really high on this stage. I've never thought about that. What's the curse? Only 50? It feels like the curse is at least like 150. Like, what's the deal? Is the curse on the bone zone just higher? I wouldn't actually be that surprised if that was the case. Someone could honestly tell me that was the case, and I'd be like, yeah, not surprised. Oh, one of them's dead. That's 1 gold egg. Luck increase is good if I ever go pentagram later, you know, in another future run, in the far future when I actually play Letta and I'm fed up with one of the hard achievements. It's good to have luck because that guarantees. Greed, not very useful. Cooldown reduction or duration? I forget which one. No, it was projectile speed. That's what that was. Projectile speed, what was it? Projectile speed, greed, and increased maximum HP. None of those are particularly useful on me, but like, I'm not gonna deny them, are they? They're pretty good. I find it interesting that it can be all stats when you grab a golden egg. You can even get a maxed out, like you can up your curse even higher. So technically, if you were unlucky enough, you could have infinite curse. It might only allow you to level up a stat once before, you know, you get another one of a different stat. So you might have to, you know, have infinite of everything. So it's never a downside. But if it's strictly RNG based, gold eggs could honestly be, if you're unlucky enough, could be really bad. Definitely going Crimson Cloak here first, guaranteeing that fact of, you know, maxing out to 100% survivability. It's going to be very useful, especially if I can just survive red deaths, which I think I might be able to. I honestly don't know. I don't know if it's necessary for you to get the, you know, if you're forced to get the other one before it, right? Like, are you forced to get double healing Arcana before you become invincible with Soul Eater and Evolved Red Whip? I don't know. If I get the other Arcana, I can just get the other Arcana. I'll definitely focus on trying to get double healing. Mad Grove just really has helped my sanity, I think, is the main thing. You know, having it gather everything for me without having to get pentagram is so nice. Especially with how brutal early pentagram is. It's so nice. Definitely don't get the two together. Ugh. Have everything be deleted constantly. Yeah. I feel like that's a pretty bit of obvious advice, though. I feel like most people know not to do that, but I've done it before, and it can work out. You know, it's not a guaranteed loss or a guaranteed death, but it's still pretty rough. I would not recommend it. Supposedly there's an elite skeleton somewhere. If you can see him, good on you. I can't. I saw him like a couple times and then he bounced off into like oblivion. I think he was at the top of the screen there for a second. Okay. Cloak's at level 6. I need to hit level 9 before I can get the Crimson Cloak, which is what I'm shooting for here. Then I'm gonna try to max out rings, and then from there it's pretty smooth sailing. Rings, and then just infinite. Right, like, at that point, it's pretty easy. It's a one run. Once I get infinite Cornor and, you know, Crimson Cloak, it's a one run. Like, there's pretty much no killing me at that point until White Death appears. And I think I might be able to kill both Red Deaths, which is a bit concerning, but if I just DPS the bone mass high enough, I can guarantee the fact that that won't be the case, because Red Deaths will be trapped behind the giant bone mass. I actually figured out if you have the bone mass cover the entire right side of your screen, any Red Death that comes from the right side of your screen is just guaranteed not going to attack you. It just can't, you know, they can't reach you. Because apparently the entire bone mass counts as a wall that like enemies can't go through, which also prevents elites from spawning. If you've ever had a noticeable lack of chests, that's my best recommendation. Don't go to attack it right away. Wait a bit. It will do you wonders. Okay, I'm not getting a lot of the weapons I want. This one has to be Crimson Cloak. Next one's going to guaranteed be Infinite Cornor, which means this run is pretty much set in stone to being overpowered, a one run, right? Like there's pretty much no dying here, right? Like, at least I feel. If I can limit, I'm pretty sure 8 armor reduces my damage beyond Crimson Cloak. I don't know if that's 100% true though. If that is, well then, there's no way they can kill me. I'm pretty sure nothing can kill me at this point, if that's the case. But if it isn't the case, which I wouldn't be surprised if they change that. I do know that the blue mist stuff can't kill me at this point. Even if it wanted to, I'm not afraid of you, blue. Like, you just can't kill me. Like, I'll even prove it to you. It physically doesn't deal enough damage to kill me. Which is hilarious. If it isn't sad for blue, oh, Blue Death, I do not pity your job. You try your best. You make a humble ends meet trying to kill the poor survivors. But in the same right, that sucks. If you don't know what happened there, I just stood on top of the elite killing it with Crimson Cloak. But I killed it too fast. Okay, there's another chest. Never mind. Unless that's an Arcana. In which, screw you, game. Screw you. Oh, there's another chest. It's all fine. You know, water under the bridge, game. Everything is chill. Everything is fine. You know, this game is too easy, guys. When you go a breaking run with like every OP item in the game on the best character, this game's easy. I can't believe I tried to do this challenge on solo bracelet dragon. I don't think it's possible. I honestly don't think it is. I mean, if one of you out there wants to prove me wrong, go right ahead. I'm not going to judge you too hard for that one. But there it is. Infinite Coronor. The oppressive item that kills everything. The bajillion damage item that I'm pretty sure I've seen do quite literally 1,000,000 damage. Hey look, it's Arcana. Do I even get Game Killer at this point? Does it even matter? Out of Bounds is kind of funny, but like, not really good. Can I reroll? This is funny. Even if I don't have a high amount of greed. It's kind of, you know, because there's a bunch of bags. It's constantly discoing. Which means I also get a bunch of healing, which guarantees that I'm permanently not going to die. Which is kind of neat. But overall, I'd say it's pretty good. Try to... Now it's time to confront the bone mass at level, 103 and, 22 minutes into the run. I think it's finally time to try to kill the thing that I've tried to kill 4 or 5 times. I think this is by far my strongest run. If I can't manage to kill it, the only way I see that happening at this point is just bad luck. Like I kill a red death accidentally too quickly, and can you really blame me for that one? Like, is that really my fault? I failed to kill it at that point with like this run. It's like it's kind of sad. Like I'll feel bad for myself. Like it's maybe I'm just trash at this game at that point. Where's Van? Where are you, Ball? Ball of Skulls. There you are. Get over here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug, Ball. I'm just gonna stand here until like my knockback's not able to actually knock it back. I mean, I assume the DPS is pretty good. The DPS numbers on it are yellow, which is a good sign, I guess. It'd be nice if it wasn't affected by my knockback so much. I could just push it around. This is hilarious. I could just go, hey buddy, you're coming with me. Just, yep, you're coming with me, buddy. I guess this is the highest amount of damage I can do. Crimson Cloak with Infinite Coronor pushing an enemy. I'm just kicking it around like it's a giant soccer ball. If it even shows you, dude, I've killed red deaths quicker than I've killed this thing. Honestly, what the heck is this thing made of? You wanted me to kill this in a normal run. That's what I'm thinking, like the devs wanted me to be able to kill this thing. I honestly don't see any way. Like, even now, is it even taking damage anymore? I don't know. Like, I honestly can't tell. I'm literally kicking this thing around like it's a soccer ball. Dude, let's go down a bit more this time. Dude, the hitbox on the top of this is horrible. Like, it looks a lot like you shouldn't be hit, but then you just get hit like really early. Like, it obviously can't kill me. I'm not standing in the right spot. I need to go up a bit more. Like here. Have it run into me now. Dude, like, what is this thing made of? Like, oh my goodness. Is this thing even killable? I think this is honestly harder to kill than a Red Death. Like, I even have an infinite corridor, and it's just not doing anything to this thing. Like, am I even hurting it? I can't even tell. I honestly can't even tell. And if anyone was wondering if the lowered amount of greed is an issue on Letta, like, dude, it's such a non-issue. I made 5,000 gold in this one run. Like, it's such a non-issue on this character. This character's so broken and busted. But, like, dude, this skull mat, like, what do you want? Like, how the hell are you supposed to kill this thing? If an infinite corridor crimson cake combo can't kill the hell out of this thing, is it even possible? Like, honestly, I'm honestly not scared about dying to a Red Death anymore. I'm just more scared about killing Red Deaths and not having a Red Death around for when this thing needs to be killed, right? Like, that's my main concern. Because if a Red Death is killed too quickly, it's gonna spawn in White Death, and White Death is an instant death, and there's nothing I can do. And if I get White Death this late into the game, I'm just never gonna unlock this item. I'm gonna declare it as impossible. I honestly, like, maybe someone else who's like really lucky, who gets a, you know, Red Death on the right side. Is it even trying to go right? It's dead. The Forbidden Scroll of Morbane permanently allows you to cast a spell to access a list of secrets from the menu. I'm just surprised it's even possible. Like, honestly, I'm flabbergasted. Like, dude, I tried so hard. And even now, like, I honestly think, I thought I couldn't even kill it. Like, wow. Like, honestly, I don't even know how to feel. Like, that is something else. Hi, Red Death. Give me a little hug. Spawn in your White Death already. Get it over with, you know. I'm just, wow. What the heck, dude? Honestly, like, You try so hard to kill that thing. Does it? I feel like it honestly has more health than one of these red deaths. Like that took so much. Yeah, I killed a red death like that. Boom, easy. Spawned in white death. But like that giant bone wrasse? No, that took me like 20 minutes almost. It took me like 12 minutes to kill that thing. Like actually 12 minutes. Respawn and die again. White death is the only permanent death. Yeah. There it is. The scrolls. I should honestly preface, this is going to have a lot of spoilers for characters I have not unlocked and characters you probably haven't unlocked. And I don't know, unless you have every character unlocked, in which this is not a spoiler for you. This is just spoiler warning. Warning for spoilers. Let's see all these secret characters. So, there's a character with a pure heart and 2 friends visit a fiery beacon in the balcony in Capella Magna. That's to unlock the bird. I know about that one. Be a good boy in Lemoiza. I know that one. Run away from the moonlight glow. With all 16 accessories mastered. Interesting. Find one place where flowers bloom in the bone zone. Really? There's a place where flowers bloom in the bone zone? I didn't know about that. And then I already have all of these other ones. But okay, so I have a good 4 secret characters to unlock. Honestly, I'm just so shocked and so happy that I finally got to kill that thing. Oh my goodness. That is intense. I cannot understate how hard that was. I tried it 4 separate times on some of the strongest characters. Honestly, if you're going for it, just go Red Death or Letta. Just go all in. Hardest characters, strongest build. Just try your best. It is possible. It is just really, really, really hard. Either way, there we go. I accomplished finally what I wanted to do today. I'm sure that this is going to be uploaded way later tomorrow morning. I'm sorry about that. I'll talk to you guys later. I had a great time. Hope you guys did as well. If you did, you know what to do. See you guys later. Love you guys. And goodbye.